Hey, the name's William, and I'm a bona fide New Yorker. Before you continue, please like and subscribe. I was blessed to be born in a wealthy family, raised in a magnificent castle with endless love from both of my parents. My father, in particular, was a world-renowned chef. He was often featured in all the big newspapers. With father's steadily rising career, our family was truly the definition of happiness and success. Father owned a chain of massive restaurants and gained a ton of admirers. Until one day, a random person claimed to be father's sidekick, accused him of stealing recipes on social networks. Father's career immediately crumbling down. Facing many more baseless accusations, he was forced to end business. To avoid unnecessary trouble, our family decided to return to father's home place. He opened a small eatery there, serving wonderful dishes at too cheap of a price. It's no wonder people love his dishes. Our life once again had a smooth going. Our happiness was once again protected. Due to managing an eatery then, father had much more free time. So we made many great dishes together. Mostly him though. I love him from the bottom of my heart. He is my pride and my aspiration. I long to be a chef like him. That said, I had a huge quarrel with my father right before my university's enrollment. I wanted to pursue the art of culinary, but father didn't want that. He even told me anything but chef related. He even refused to talk with me for the longest time. I almost fell into a depression. Eventually, I decided to listen to him and just enroll in a normal university in New York. Naturally, he was delighted. He even hugged me. The day I packed up and ready to leave, my parents, despite being prepared, were still downhearted. Mother cried a lot. She never wanted her sweetheart to live in a big city alone. Still, all my parents could do were watching my back until I fully left their side. Then, I started my life in New York, a brand new life with no strings of the past attached. To help my parents a little with my hefty tuition fee, I looked for a part-time job. And here it is, a small restaurant on a busy street. Here's your order. Bon appetit. Just as you see, I serve as a waiter. Sometimes when it's busy, I also help with making simple dishes. Truth be told, I'm still not used to living alone in New York. To make it worse, the teaching at my university doesn't match my interests. Thus, I have no friends either. Even in this busy New York, I'm all by myself. One particular day when I was making my favorite dish in the restaurant's kitchen, the smell coming outside catching the attention of a gentleman. Right when I was about to enjoy my simmering delight. What is this dish? Huh? Who are you and why? The door was opened. Did you make it? Can I have a taste? Let me fetch you the menu. This isn't in it. My words fell on deaf ears as the man sat down and practically devoured my food. That said, he did it elegantly from start to finish and praised the dish a lot. Have you learned to cook somewhere? Not officially. I learned from father. He used to be a cook. I see. Wonderful. Just like that, we talk a lot about culinary together, as if we have known each other for a long time. My name's Jamie. I work nearby. I must go now. See you next time. And so, for the first time in a long while, I found myself a friend. I was over the moon. From that moment on, Jamie often visited me. He always asked me to cook the dish on our first meet, pasta. We quickly became more intimate as we shared more and more about our life. I don't know since when, but I find myself growing affection for Jamie. I will never tell him, however, it's embarrassing. Happy time doesn't last forever, however. I received a notice from my uni reminding me of my debt. Tuition fee for 6 continuous months that I couldn't afford. I was wandering on the way home, finding my future bleak. My job at the time simply could not last me. I ended up near the riverbank. Exhaling deeply, I wondered where my life would lead. It was when my phone rang with a call from my parents. They asked about my health. I couldn't tell them about my decision to drop out. I will talk to you too later. Goodbye with ya, father, mother. I ended the call, and just when I was about to put it back in my pocket, it flew out of my hand and fell to a river. Oh my god! My phone! I'm gonna go crazy at this rate. Just when I was about to throw myself over the rail, Jamie rushed over and pulled me by the scruff of my neck. Hey, what are you doing? No, not what you're thinking. I just want to... My phone, it fell. You scared me. Then I told him all of my worries. It's good to have someone you can fully trust like this. Do you want to be a chef? What? Working with me, I meant. Jamie then dragged me along to a huge restaurant. Come on in. Right as I stepped inside, the elegant luxury hit me. Even more shocking so, Jamie is actually the owner of this place. He is one of the youngest successful chefs in New York, yet I somehow never heard of his name before. While I was still mostly in a daze, a girl approached Jamie from where I speculated to be the kitchen.
Who this? Your friend?
Say hi to our newcomers.
A newcomer, huh? Hi, I'm Amandine, the sous chef under the guidance of this guy. I look forward to our cooperation.
Jamie then, together with Amandine, led me around the kitchen. I had learned a lot more about Jamie as a chef. He taught me so much about cooking I might as well be a beginner. We made many dishes and enjoyed them together. His occasional gentle glance always made my heart jump. That being the case, Amandine was always there by his side. There's no word better than weird. Sometimes she yelled out of nowhere or made funny face to get a laugh. Jimmy really did laugh a lot. Once, she flexed her dish spinning skills for us and failed spectacularly. However, instead of cleaning the shards up, she just ran away to buy doner kebabs. How strange. While I was cleaning the shard, I accidentally bled myself on a sharp piece. Ouch! William, you okay? Seeing the cut, Jimmy immediately helped me to the corner with the medicine chest and sterilized for me. And I could only hear my heart drumming, not even feel my pain. Has the pain gone away? Our eyes met. Our faces inching closer. Are we about to kiss?
Hi guys!
Amandine suddenly stormed in.
Whatever, here's kebab.
Jamie just turned away, not looking at us.
Wow, Bruce! This is an indirect diss to my kebab picking skill.
Let me have his portion then. I acted normally, but my mind just recalled that moment. So I decided to meet Jamie in private. Jamie, there's something I must tell you. I think I already like you a lot. So, about the day earlier, I understand what you want to say, but there's something more important right now.
I will not allow it. How much do you even know about him? The event isn't a joke, and a newbie won't be qualified even if it's him.
Amandine stormed away, not angry, but rather disappointed. Don't worry about her. I'll trust your talent. Just cook like you always do. You're probably confused right now. Let me explain. In short, Jimmy was about to treat some VIPs a meal in the restaurant, where they would then judge the dish. The chosen chefs were Amandine and I. No way! I mean, this is too fast. Now I understand why Amandine reacted like that. She became stricter when judging my dishes. It was quite motherly somehow. But when I presented pho, she just stared at it for a long while, before practically devouring the dish. And for the first time, I saw her tears.
This dish sure his home. It's like his dish. I have tasted that before.
Intrigued, I asked Amandine more about it, and learned that her favorite chef was Marco? You admire Marco?
Of course, he will forever be a greatest chef of all time. If Only the stupid scandal didn't happen. I would still be... Anyway, I will never believe that baseless accusation. Marco was never stopped so low.
Same here. He is and has always been really gentle and upright. I mean, I think so. Just like that, we had a heart-to-heart talk about Marco, while I tried not to slip up and mention the fact that he is my father. Amandine stopped avoiding me. Rather, she and I became so much closer, it surprised Jamie. That said, my question for Jamie was still left unanswered, and as I stopped worrying about Amandine avoiding me, I then realized Jamie was avoiding me also. The day right before the Judgment Day, when we were stocking up materials. You sure you don't need checking up?
Geez, stop being a worried head. I'm fine, okay?
There must be something between them, was my first thought, but I tried to discard it. The day after would be a big day, and I would loathe to ruin it. That night, I bade early goodbye to Jamie and Amandine, and soon then fell asleep peacefully. The next day, as soon as I arrived at the restaurant, shock alone wasn't enough to describe my emotion. In front of my eyes, all the exquisite dishes we dedicated our whole heart to make were all sabotaged with nasty bites, and there stood Amandine. So terrified, she bursted out crying as she told me that last night, after I went home, she was the last to leave the restaurant. She was craving her favorite kebab, and drowsiness kicked in, so she left the door of the food storage room opened. That led to what we were seeing, rodent-infected dishes that we could only dispose. Luckily, Jamie came and reassured us. He encouraged us to make whatever dishes we could with the leftover ingredients. The VIPs had all come. There was no time for delay. My mind spun as I recalled one of Dad's recipe. I shared it with Amandine and made it together with her. We presented the dish as soon as we were done. Despite being in haste, we maintained proper conduct, befitting of a restaurant on our scale. As expected, the VIPs seemed to enjoy a lot, as they praised the dish to no end. For me, that moment was one of the biggest milestones reached in my cooking career. I ran back into the kitchen, wanting to share my bliss with the person I love, only to see Amandine and Jamie hugging really intimately. I should have noticed something more about their hug, but at that time, I only thought about running away. And run I did, up until my favorite place in the nearby park. I almost cried. I thought there was something more between me and Jamie. I thought he felt the same. Is it all a big misunderstanding? It is not. Jamie, why are you here? To congratulate you, of course. I really did make the right decision after all. Ah, thanks, Jamie. And you saw me with Amandine in the kitchen, right? How much did you see? Not much. I left as soon as I saw you two hugging right after entering. You should have stayed. Amandine is very much emotional, sensational even. And she likes you very much, William. She's a younger sister I can be proud of. Hold up. Sister? No way! I understand your disbelief. Yeah, we're not blood related. We were more like childhood friends. She's my uncle's daughter. So in my family tree, she's my cousin. I see. So now, with that cleared, William, what you told me last time, you haven't changed your mind, have you? A little, actually. Why? I mean, because a certain someone didn't answer. Really? You... Alright, here's my answer.